Random question practice number 6. Today's question is: what is the funniest first thing you were able to convince others that's true? Actually, I couldn't understand This question: what is the funniest first thing you were able to convince others that that's true? Okay, I got it. Uh, Fun is the first thing. Uh, I think this is very hard question for me because usually I couldn't try to. Uh, I didn't try to anybody. I didn't try to anybody. I didn't try to convince anybody that is not true. So to answer this question, I think I have to focus on funniest first. The word funniest. The funniest. I think if if it could be funniest, I think that the the untruth thing could be not very harmful for the against the people who I want to convince. So it could be very simple thing. Funniest first, funniest, or maybe I can choose the funniest first thing that they don't have to they don't have to prove that prove if it's real or not, it's true or not. I think this is a very hard question. ah ah Maybe this thing could be possible. uh, Let me explain my experience. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, there was a conference in which other people came together and discussed about mm, the exercise will be happening in August, and at that time, of course, the organizer of the conference offered us lunch meal. The lunch meal is consists of a lunch meal is the lunch meal was kind of buffet. So uh, as you can imagine, the buffet is we can select food and we can bring other dishes and we can collect our food, same like that. And mm, at the time, I usually before explain that I think I have to explain my habit when I'm in a buffet restaurant. Usually in buffet restaurant, I start my first meal as a salad. So I pick up the dish and I usually filled up filled all the dishes up with the salad. That's my first step. That's my first meal in buffet restaurant. So after that, after finishing eating salad, after that I start to eat some meat, rice, other and some sweet things. So in that conference, during lunchtime, I also did the same thing as my habit. So first thing I try to fill up every my dishes as a salad, and I finished that. And next time I went to the pickup stand again, and I filled up all my dish as a meat and some carbo food. And also after that, I returned to my desk, returned to my table, and everybody was surprised. Most of people are surprised and asked me, "How much dishes are you going to eat?" So I I answered them very joyfully. I tried to eat three or four dishes because actually it's very true. Uh, Actually, it's very true because I finished my salad. Uh, I I finished my salad as a first dish, and as a second dish, I try to eat meat and carbo food. And second thing, usually I try to eat soup, and for the first time, I try to eat uh, a simple dessert and drink. But when I told them I would when I told them I would eat four first dishes, they were all surprised because they thought that I will eat very perfect meal four times. So somebody could think that I'm a very heavy eater. So I think that's the one thing I can explain that this is the funniest first thing I can able to convince others that true, because in some sense it's true, and in the other sense it's false. But there's no offense. It's very funny thing, just a very funny thing. So and with that funny thing, nobody will be harmed. So it's very good situation for me and other people to talk about. Uh, that's the thing. I think today's question is quite difficult for me to understand or explain because funny the first thing is not unusual for me. And in the other sense, uh, I think I'm still I'm still weak at uh, memorizing, explaining my memory, my experience. So I think that part is the important thing that I have to improve intensively, and that's the part I have to focus. Maybe if I cannot explain if I cannot explain my experience before, sorry, let me say again. If I cannot explain my if if I cannot explain my experience very well, I think I have to make my portion of practice twice or third time higher, third time more. By doing so, I can improve my English, and I can be a maybe can be a very good storyteller. That's the another thing, because the one thing I want to tell you is that the purpose of practicing but the purpose of practicing English is not only for learning, but also we have to use it in real life. And in real life, everybody want to be a good storyteller. Maybe most of all, uh, I cannot say that all of people want to be a good storyteller. But if some people be a good storyteller, that's very powerful weapon for each person. So maybe many people I think many people want to be a good storyteller, and if uh, somehow if some people want to be a so so do I also want to be a good storyteller. So somehow if I want to be a good storyteller, uh, I can just use English to be a good storyteller. That's my ultimate goal in my life too. So we today I started to answering question with this question, but I I I went furthermore to explain my ultimate goal. So I think today's practice is kind of the baby step in my long English speaking practice journey. So maybe, but I will not stop now. I will go on further and further to uh, to achieve my goal and achieve my goal and complete my mission. My mission is to become a like a native speaker as a second real. I can speak fluently and proficiently as a native speaker. Until then, I will not stop and I will do this practice, random questions practice every day. So, today's this is all for today. This is all for today, and hope to see you again. And I will do it tomorrow again. See you.